It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. And I was on the toilet, I'm not even gonna lie, and I was thinking about y'all. I was thinking, okay, that didn't sound as good as I thought. But I was thinking in my head, right? I was making my tier list. I think, oh, they need a tier list, right? Because Ty Depot's not around, they need a tier list, right? And I was gonna think of doing everyone at every position, but y'all always ask, like, Carla, who's the best shooting guard / small forward? I need to get my shooting guard right. Who should I do that? So I'm gonna combine the small forwards and shooting guards. If they have small forward / shooting guard, they're gonna be on this tier list. So that's gonna be the position we are doing. We're ranking the top 20 cards because I feel like I can discuss a lot more of the cards with y'all. We can get into discussions about it, and I feel like we can have more of a conversation, a better understanding of ranking these cards personally. So we're gonna rank them really. Starting off at number 20 though is Eddie Jones. Okay, oh, he's a small forward / point guard. Well, that's a big oops. But I'll just real quick, I will just keep it for now because everybody else is correct. I got that a little bit messed up. But Eddie Jones, he has a good, I hate his release. He comes at number 20. His release isn't that great. His leaners lax. He plays some solid defense, but that's about it. That's why I'm not that high on Eddie Jones. I feel like the suggestions ahead of him are way better at your shooting guard position, and I wouldn't even tell you to run him at point guard, to be quite honestly. But we're not going to talk to him that much because he will probably be on the point guard tier list when we rank him again. So 19, we got Carmelo Anthony. Like, Carmelo Anthony, if on current, will be like maybe top 5-ish. But on next gen, his upper just holds him back because his upper is very inconsistent. Like, that upper release will, like, if you use Melo's upper, it's so weird. It's either your money with it or you hate it. And some people love Terry DeChanger release, and some people dislike it. I dislike it. I just don't like the Melo upper really. But it makes no sense why you can't just buy Melo if you're a fan of him when he's the 19th best small shooting guard / small forward. That's crazy to me, really. Crazy to me. So number 18, we're gonna rank Jaylen Brown. Coming in at number 18 at shooting. Let's see, because these players can be your shooting guard, but Jaylen Brown, we pulled him out of the deluxe pack. If you've seen that video, go check out for my reaction. Yeah, go check that out. But Jaylen Brown's release is just slow. Like, I used them. His leaner is slow. His shot slow. He provides great defense, but we're in a state of mind team. We're not in February no more where jump shots can be slow at this stage in the game. We got to be better than that. And I personally think it lacks too much. So I'm ranking them at number 18. I feel like there's better options that can play defense, have a better jump shot, get that done for you. The number 17, we got Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy still got a nice shot to this day. Like, he might not provide as much on the defensive end, but he has still a beautiful release today. Like, he's still gonna hoop for you. If you play Brandon Roy in your lineup, he's still gonna cook. Don't get it twisted. He's still gonna drop buckets on you. You're still gonna get cooked. So I think Brandon Roy, solid, can move still really good. I think he has D-book dribble style. I could be wrong about that, but I think he's pretty solid at number 16. Yes, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, 17. So number 16 on the, actually that was 17. Number 16 is gonna be surprising one is Dr. J. And I forgot to mention my honorable mentions. I didn't put Shaquille O'Neal on the list. I think Shaq is really, really good, but I just don't know how to rank him because I don't know what your lineup is. So if you have Shaq, let me know what lineup you're running with him. Then I can better with you because it's hard for me to rank Shaq top like 2, right? But if your point guard isn't somebody like someone that fits with Shaq player style. But I just don't like Dr. J that much. Okay, I pulled Dr. J. Y'all remember that pack opening from a couple weeks ago? I pulled Dr. J. I know it's release good. I know he can do it. Like, on Triple Phrase, a good card. But in Unlimited and 5v5 game modes, he's not a great defender. I don't think Dr. J is particularly that good, really. I feel like his release is good, but that's about the only good thing about him. Yeah, I don't think he moves that great. I don't think he handles as great. I don't think he does anything that great. I feel like he lacks so much. There's so many better cards that play better defense, will have a jumper, and he Dr. J, in my opinion, is mid. But that's just my take, like my personal take with Dr. J. Next up, we got Nick Young, who just $20. He is not worth $20. Like, Nick Young is decent, though. He has a great release, good jumper. I do like, I got cooked by Nick Young. Like, Nick Young can actually move really, really good in this game. But he's coming in at number 15. He will be solid for you. Is he worth $20? No. But if you got him in for the lock-in, I think he'll still be a great shooting guard for you personally. And he still is really, really good till this day. So I got him in at number 15 for Nicky Young. Oh my goodness. Another guy left off the list was Anthony Edwards, and I mean, do I even have to discuss why he's, I mean, that man, because uses behind the back for a second. I've been seeing him a lot in clutch time, just uses behind the back, and you know he sucks in that release. I feel bad who suggested y'all to use him. But number 14, we got Chris Middleton. I like this Chris Middleton card. I'm not as consistent with his leaner, so y'all got to get used to, like, okay, some reason it's not popping up. Y'all got to get used to his leaner. His leaner is really good. It just, you got to get used to it because Trey Leaner, it confuses me. But he got solid defense. What does he need to do on the court? He has a good jumper. Leaner, you have to learn. Jumper, I mean, he does everything you need on the court. There's better cards that can do more than that. But he can provide everything you need. He is 100% worth the grind. You're starting out my team. The playoff spotlights are the way to go. But next is Benedict Mathurin. And people gonna be like, oh my god, Carlo, about Benedict. I like Benedict Mathurin still to this day. I still like his diamond and salary cap. He still hoops. He has it behind the back already on him. He has a good jumper. Current Jig has a way better jumper, but his jumper is solid on my team. I personally really, really like this card still to this day. It's sad that it's about to be 4 months and you still can't ever get him, but I like him as a shooting guard personally. I think he's good, so yeah. Coming in at number 13. Number 12, we got Jimmy Buckets. I like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, right, has good defense, has Devin Booker leaner. You have to learn Devin Booker leaner, but that's the only thing that was inconsistent for me was that the D-Book leaner with his base is weird looking, but he is solid in my team. So Jimmy Butler is going to be solid in my opinion for you, and he's coming in at number 12. I think it's a good card. But next up, we got Kyle Korver at 11. This Kyle Korver is really good. Like, I matched him in Unlimited, and this card will literally just hoop and take over. Like, he is so good in my team. Like, he will just cook you. Like, I think he's one of the best buyable cards you can actually buy on this whole list, really. He is so good in my team. So good. If you got in the right hands, like I have lost a game and he came back and put a team on his back. Like this card can cook. Don't be sleeping on him. He's really DBG might be overrated, saying the best, but he's really, really good in my team. Next up, we got RJ Barrett though. RJ Barrett is nice in my team. One of the best free cards we got this season because his release is still good enough. It's not the craziest release, but it's still good. He does everything he needs. His leaner's still alright with the Pro 2, I think. And he does everything. I like RJ Barrett a whole lot in this mode. I think he's better than the J.R. Smith award. Just me personally, though. I think he is better. But next, we got Jason Tatum at number 8. No, number 9. Jason Tatum at number 9 for shooting. You can run at shooting guard. And Jason Tatum, the best way to score with Jason Tatum is doing a pick and roll and shooting with him. You don't want to really dribble with him because he comes with Curry dribble style. So he doesn't really particularly move that good when you have to dribble with him. But that's not what you're going to use him for. He needs to be your defensive, your catch shoot. He goes behind the screen, bangs it. Like, that's where Tatum starts to shine. If you want to dribble with your shooting guard, then go use a Nick Young. Go use a Korver. Those are better options for you. Like, Tatum was not that option. Just letting y'all know now, that is just the case for that. But number 8, we got Scottie Pippen. Like, Scottie Pippen is really, really, really good. Still, it was $20 deal the other week. I still suggest not to, because that's a lot for Scottie Pippen at this stage in the game. But Scottie Pippen can get everything done on the court for you. He can shoot his shot. He defends solidly. He is a great card in my team. And I personally think at number 8, he's gonna qualify. I played him a lot. He scores threes. He has a great release, great defense. Like I will get annoyed sometimes playing Scottie on defense. He's annoying. So at number 8, I would have Scottie Pippen right there. Number 7 is 7B. I forgot to put Kevin Durant on the list. So we're putting Kevin Durant. I don't Like, I still think this Kevin Durant could be one of the best shooting guards for you. But, man, after I use the Galaxy Opal, seeing his leaner no longer on the 100 overall KD, I feel like it drops him off a bit. Because this Pro 2 leaner is very mid. I played against Kevin Durant and cooked the guy. He greened one Pro 2 leaner with. Then he couldn't green anything else because that leaner was just trash. That leaner's pretty garbage. So if you get KD, that's a pretty disappointing pull, which sucks because if they made him really good, he would have been really a top free card maybe in the game. But they screwed up. They just made him mediocre. Just not mediocre, just made him good, but didn't make him crazy. Disappointing by what they did to KD. Next up, we got Paul George on the list. Paul George on the list at number 7. Once we get to 5, we'll just go to the top. So I'll just move him down here, 7A. We'll just move him right here real quick for Paul George real quick. So Kevin Durant, I said Kevin Durant, Paul George is really solid. I wish I got him from the vault. Like, his release is really good. And I missed out of him when he was on the boards, and I just never seen him. But I really like Paul George. Got him on my other account. He has a great release, great deal. He does everything you need. His release is solid. And just everything you need a card to do, he does. He's better than Kyle Kuzma. I mean, shoot. Kyle Kuzma ain't even on this list, but man, I'm about to wreck that card. That card's so mid. Most of the small forwards on his list are better than Kuzma. But, I mean, he's not supposed to be out Kuzma. But he's a solid shooting guard for you, and I'm ranking him at number 7. Next up, we got the card that was 200k last week, Ricky Davis, who I told y'all was worth buying. Ricky Davis is still really good. Solid release. Can actually has that Steve Francis to the paint really fast. Didn't even mention Paul George. I think Paul George has the behind the back too, but that Ricky Davis and KD, but Ricky Davis, he's so good to this day. 100% was worth the MT cop. Even 2 months after the fact, he's still really solid in this game, and he stacks up really, really well, even in the end days of my team. But next, we got Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, elite. Like, Kawhi Leonard's defense is just immaculate. It's just really overpowered. He has a great leaner, great shot. Shot is good. I think Kawhi is one of the best shooting guards in my team. Slash small forwards, easily one of the best. And I personally would suggest him to you. If you get this card, run him. He's so good. Unless you have these top 4 lists. Next up, we got Tracy McGrady. Look, like, his upper's not. I just like click out of it. What the? Wow, I just deleted it. Let me fix it real quick. Okay, so I fixed it, but yeah, Kawhi Leonard's defense is amazing in my team, and you're definitely gonna just he's gonna be so good for you. So good for you. So next up on the list, we got 100 overall T-Mac, which I get his uppers not that good, really. But Tracy McGrady has a 7'3" wingspan, can get in those lanes are really good, and T-Mac's release can still cook somewhat. When he changes upper on his card in the future, like his GOAT card, are probably going to change the upper, and he'll be great. It's sad as only his GOAT card, but Tracy McGrady's still amazing in my team, and he's still going to dominate the game for you. So yeah, that's my number 4. Next, number 3 is Ron Artest. Like, really, really good card. Really good behind the back. Like, he has an open shot. He's making it. Get that shot down. That Markelle Fultz upper. I mean, I think he has Rudy upper and Markelle lower base. But his jumper's so good. So fast. Wish I got one of his opals back in the day. But sadly, that never happened. So we have him at number 3. Next up, we got Michael Beasley on the list. Michael Beasley at number 2 is still really good. Till this day. I mean, I don't like to say he came out last 2 weeks ago. But he is so good. Has a solid release. You're going to like Michael Beasley. Great all-around card. That Terrence Mann is really OP. And he gets behind that roll, shoot, it's a bucket. Like, I like Michael Beasley a lot. I think he's worth getting. So easily at number 2. And at number 1, we're ranking Glenn Rice. There's nobody like Glenn Rice on this game, and it's just the way it is. He's number 1 on the tier list. For the shooting guard, I mean, do you have to explain it? Great overpowered shot. One of the most toxic cards you can run in this game overall. And he just cooks. But yeah, this is the small forward slash shooting guard tier list. Like, it's crazy. Only 1, 2, 3. Only 4 cards are actually buyable in my team. Actually, yeah, 4. That is like crazy. like you gonna get with your MT, which is nuts. But that's just the My Team we in. Well, technically 5 because Ricky Davis was an MT last, about 24 hours, but no more, so 4. But yeah, this is the list. This is a small forward tier list, top 20 list, small forward slash shooting guard. Let me know if you agree, disagree with any of my comments, any of my things that I wrote. But hey, see y'all in the next My Team video, and give me a key.